proof of concept, everyone know what it is, right? Proof of value. It's a little bit harder exercise, but it's much more rewarding, right, in the end. So excellent point. So can we talk a little bit about some misconceptions? Because there are people very excited who presenting to their organizations. All right, these are the fantastic results I saw. I want to do it right here, right now. So what are major misconceptions on the way?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question. So some of the misconceptions are that Gen AI just works seamlessly in all of the cases. So just be aware that most of the cases that you will see on social media have been carefully curated by whoever created them. Almost all of them will have been created by a vendor who wants to sell you something. So of course they put their best foot forward. A demonstration of the tools will have been carefully choreographed before being recorded, and of course works in that case. But does it work in other cases? So in AI, something to be aware of is what's called distribution. So distribution, that word takes account of the fact that different circumstances are different. A model has been trained on a certain distribution of cases, and if your particular case falls within that range of variation, you're fine. The output will be good. It'll be accurate. It'll apply. It'll be good. But if your case is out of that distribution, if the variation from the norm is greater than the experience that the AI model has, it will not do very well. So humans have what we call graceful degradation, right? If we humans are being put in a situation that is different from what we've experienced in the past, we will not do very well, but we will do okay, right? So we degrade, but we degrade gracefully. AI, if you put AI in a situation that it hasn't seen before, it does not degrade gracefully. It just fails.
And that's how we see animals with 24 legs. That's how we see. Exactly. And in my own experience, when I'm experimenting, okay, it's almost doesn't make sense to use GenAI in many cases because your checking is as much time consuming as probably the effort that you would apply elsewhere. Because in those beautiful images, just look carefully and you will find very interesting details that no one ever wanted, or intended to put there. All right. So, and again, it's when it's all fun and games, yes, we're having a good time. But when it comes to sensitive customer data, patient data, right, all kinds of sensitive data, for sure. All right. So, thank you for pointing it out. I encourage everyone, by the way, follow Patrick. Okay, I'm a big fan on LinkedIn. I've read all his articles, all of them, almost all of them. All right, and the latest one, really addressing the point of what are the best use cases, right? What is the realistic and what's the most value providing application of GenAI today. So I highly recommend, I encourage everyone, follow Patrick, see what he does when he's not talking on SaugaTalks. Okay, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Patrick, thank you so very much again for joining me here. In the article that I mentioned, right, you talk a lot about predictions for GenAI adoption in 2024, and it's on Beta News, right? That's the outlet where you published a couple months ago. I think those predictions need to be revisited by now because the field is evolving. All right, but please let us know if top 3 practices in 2024 that you put out there: source code generation, enterprise search, summarization, if those are your still top 3.
Yeah, so as I said, my favorite use case today is to generate these kind of analytics dashboards from natural language, right? I think that's very, very useful. Enterprise search, yes, absolutely. I think that's fantastic. Enterprise search, by the way, for all of you, means that you can have a natural language interface to all the proprietary content of your organization behind the firewall, secured, encrypted, all of that, but you have natural language access to all of it. I'm not just talking about text. and slides, I'm talking about audio and video content as well. So you can natural language query all of it. Imagine that you have 100,000 customer conversations recorded over the hotline. You can ask questions against the entire repository and get a meaningful answer. That's enterprise search. Very useful. Summarization is very connected to that. So let's say I have a lot of these audio files. I can't possibly listen to them all, but I can ask GenAI to produce me a summary, not just of each one, but of all of them. And now I have meaningful content that I can consume and do something with and improve my customer service, my hotline, my products based on that feedback. So yes, those use cases are of genuine business value. I do recommend them to all of you to just play with and try out.